Omaha, y'all gonna make some noise for Bud Crawford?
I like to thank everybody.
You know, I just know, the caliber of fighter that Errol is. You know, just like I know the caliber fighter of Tim. You know, I think both of them have taken a lot of damage in their career so far. But I just think, Errol skill-wise, just edge.
I couldn't think of a better scenario. He's a great fighter. I'm a great fighter. This fight, it's happening now. I think it's happening at a great time. Terence is my dancing partner. I feel like we're gonna make each other great.
I wanna, show everybody that I'm back and I'm better than before.
Terence Crawford recently shared his first reaction after spending time training alongside Errol Spence Jr. ahead of the huge showdown with Tim Tszyu. According to Crawford, Spence looks sharp, focused, and extremely confident, believing the truth still has what it takes to surprise many people on fight night.
Because we hold each other accountable. Like today, I'm like, man, nah, but he like, man, come on. I'm like, all right, let's go. And those are the moments that is defining in a fight, where those last rounds that your body is telling you no, but your mind is like, let's go. So it all worked.
Inside training camp, Errol Spence Jr. has reportedly been pushing himself harder than ever, showing renewed motivation and intense focus as he prepares to silence critics and prove he still belongs among boxing's elite fighters.
Definitely, a long road to get to this point. Stuff takes time. My dad, he always say, man, he's so stubborn. Yeah, I'm stubborn, but my stubbornness, that's what got me.
Spence understands how important this fight is for his legacy and career moving forward. He reportedly sees the matchup with Tim Tszyu as a major opportunity to reclaim his position at the top of the sport and remind the boxing world who he really is.
This is an old school fight. This is what my dad used to talk to me about when he used to watch fights 40 years ago, when you had Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard and all the greats, the four kings, and people adored them because they're really competitive fighters.
Crawford also views the potential fight as a massive moment for boxing. He believes a strong victory over Tszyu could completely restore Spence's reputation and instantly place him back into conversations about the sport's elite pound-for-pound fighters.
This is one of them fights that will be talked about forever.
Throughout his career, Spence has been known for relentless pressure, brutal body punching, and physical strength inside the ring. Reports from camp suggest much of his preparation has focused on sharpening those key strengths once again ahead of the dangerous challenge against Tszyu.
The harder I work, it's gonna benefit, my kids, my mother, my father. So I know it's not just me. And that's one of the things I had to realize again once the car accident and, certain things happened, and realize that it's not just me. I'm in there, not just me. I'm fighting for everybody, because everybody's sacrificing their own way.
There you go, control.
And when it gets hard, I'll be like, man, I don't know if I can do this. But then I'll be like, my kids deserve better. Now I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna keep grinding.
Trainers around camp have emphasized that elite conditioning will be absolutely crucial against a younger and aggressive fighter like Tim Tszyu, who is expected to apply non-stop pressure and dangerous power throughout the fight. Spence reportedly understands that he cannot afford to slow down late in the fight, especially after spending years away from the ring. Because of that, conditioning has become one of the biggest priorities during training camp.
If I didn't train as hard, it's gonna dawn on me during fight night. I'm kind of like a worry freak. It's not your fault when somebody exploits you and bring out that weakness that you already knew you had, but you didn't change the results. So better to do it now and not have to worry about your legs getting tired in the fight, because the fight's too late. I I'm doing everything, training hard, sparring hard, running hard.
Sparring sessions have also been described as intense, tactical, and highly competitive. Team Spence is reportedly using sparring partners who can replicate Tszyu's forward pressure, combination punching, and close-range fighting style to prepare for every possible scenario.
If you out there, you're on your own. If I miss a tackle, I got someone to get my back. You know, if I drop the ball, someone can pick me up. You know, if Earl drops the ball, that's over. It's over.
While his opponent seeks an edge high above sea level, Spence hunts for his in the searing Texas heat. He knows in the pick'em blockbuster ahead, the smallest of margins could tip the outcome.
It's just a tough, gritty gym. It's old school. If you can get through being in a 100-something degree gym, sparring and training, once you get in front of the bright lights, it's pretty easy for me.
The main goal of camp is to sharpen Spence's timing, reflexes, defensive awareness, and comfort under live pressure, as he continues preparing for a dangerous battle against one of the division's toughest opponents.
Conditioning doesn't stop. We spar like 12 or 13 rounds a day. He's a worker. He understands like what it's going to take to be successful.
That's why he's the best coach in boxing, because he don't try to pamper me. When I look like, he gonna say I look like, I don't care how big you get, ain't nobody get pampered, and he gonna critique me like I'm a grown man. Appreciate you, man. No doubt. Real. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
That's how my best coach has been.
Social media people telling you how great you are. You ain't got nobody telling you, hey, tighten up. That's how you fall off. That's how you get up there and draw down.
Spence also believes he still has unfinished business left in boxing. He wants to remind both fans and critics that one difficult loss does not erase years of championship success, elite performances, and dominance inside the ring. His confidence appears rooted not only in his physical abilities, but also in his deep understanding and experience within the sport.
You know, I'm the big fish. I'm the shark in the ocean. They'll put me in there with other sharks. I want my fans to see that I'm facing a real champion, a real fighter who's just as hungry as me, the big fish. If I lose, you know, it would be because he's better than me. It wouldn't be just because I didn't train 100% or I wasn't focused. I feel undershort, but I just feel like another fighter can be.
Terence Crawford says he has respected Errol Spence Jr. for many years, dating all the way back to Spence's amateur and Olympic career. Crawford explained that he was genuinely a fan of Spence long before they became rivals, following his development and supporting his rise through the boxing world.
Right. Like, people always thought, like, they thought I didn't like him and all that. I'm a Spence fan. Like, when we build up, I'm like, man, hey, let me get your autograph. You know what I mean? Because I watched you come up. I'm older than you, but I watched you, rooted for you when you was in the amateurs, when you was in the Olympics, all that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you came when I fought in Dallas and Arlington. You was there watching me fight. You know what I mean? It's okay to say you a fan. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, I was a fan of Spence. Like, I'm still a fan. I hope you do well and things like that.
Greg Hackett also acknowledged that Spence appears fully committed in training camp, noting that his mentality looks serious, focused, and disciplined. According to Hackett, Spence seems locked in on the work ahead while ignoring outside criticism and distractions.
Honestly, I don't know what to expect as far as his eyes. I haven't seen him in the sparring session. I haven't seen him in anything in the gym. I seen him in the gym. I know he's training, but I haven't seen him. So I can't say, like, his eyes and reflexes. I can't say what they're gonna look like. But I know his mentality is, you know, I got work to do. So, you know what I mean, when Tim Tszyu said, well, you didn't even win my hand, you know, I don't got it. We get ready to fight. That let me know that Errol Spence is in the right state of mind. He understands. He got work to do, pain to put in. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I think Tim Tszyu is looking at it like a lick. Like, he thinks Errol.
Hackett believes Tim Tszyu must start aggressively by using his jab, applying pressure, and avoiding emotional exchanges during the fight. He explained that if both fighters stand and trade too freely, either man could win, but the smarter and more disciplined fighter will likely gain the advantage. He also noted that while Spence may control moments of the fight, Tszyu will create opportunities of his own.
What does Errol have to do to be successful, and then what does Tim have to do to be successful?
Tim got to come out and be aggressive with a jab and not getting caught up in little arguments where they going back and forth with each other. You know, if they trading, they sitting there trading back and forth, then either one of them got a shot. But whoever's being a little bit smarter than the other, I think has a chance. I think that's how this fight goes. I don't think Errol Spence just going there and just bully Tim Tszyu. But I think it'll be spots where he can play bully. I don't think Tim Tszyu could go in there and just do what he wants to Errol, but it's going to be spots he can get off. You know, whoever's the smarter fighter wins.
Former rival Shawn Porter has also dismissed concerns about Spence's sharpness and physical condition following his long layoff. Porter believes Spence has remained mentally connected to boxing and stayed disciplined throughout his time away from the ring. He suggested the break may have actually benefited Spence by allowing him to recover mentally, emotionally, and physically after years of injuries, intense competition, and personal challenges. Porter emphasized that elite fighters rarely lose their core abilities and believes Spence could return even more focused and dangerous.
He's, like he told me, he's been moving, he's been active. It hasn't specifically been boxing, but in his mind, and I'm inclined to agree with him. I've been moving, I've stayed away from the negative vices that I've had, and I've just been with my family. He seems like he's in a good, positive space, and I think that for him, for some of us, this is work. For other people, like some guys really love this thing and can't live without it and all that kind of stuff. I think for Errol, it's like a little blend of both. Like he loves boxing, he loves this aggressive, physical nature of this sport, and on top of that, he get to make money doing it. You know, so I think that when he says, you know, well, when the question's presented to him, why are you here? The answer for him is, I can still do it, and I still like it. So
Analysts are now discussing Spence's move to 154 pounds as a major development for the junior middleweight division. Many believe his arrival instantly reshapes the landscape, especially with fighters like Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman, and Sebastian Fundora also involved in important matchups. Experts point out that almost every possible fight combination between those names creates exciting and high-stakes battles rather than one-sided matchups. Spence's willingness to immediately face a dangerous opponent like Tszyu after such a long absence is being viewed as proof of his confidence, competitive mindset, and belief that he still belongs among boxing's elite.
There's rumors that he's coming back against
Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu, right, exactly. A common opponent, you know. So maybe we'll, even though I think Errol has said, I'm not fighting Keith Thurman no matter what.
But if that's the case, if Keith Thurman beats Fundora, now you got two belts. There's nowhere else you can go.
Well,
they would have to fight each other.
Errol will have to get past Tim Tszyu,
right? And
then that can be built, not mega fight.
No,
but
I would say that's a mega fight.
You would, yeah.
I would say that's a mega fight.
I think so. What do you think, Caleb?
If they both win with knockouts, Errol Spence wins with a knockout, Keith Thurman wins with a knockout, that's not a mega fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe he's speaking to like the fact because of where they're in their careers.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, I think that's just as an exciting fight as any, regardless of who wins, between the Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu, and whether Fundora and Keith Thurman. I mean, out of those four people, there's not really a...
Tim Bradley believes Tim Tszyu shows signs of vulnerability when placed under sustained pressure. According to Bradley, some of Tszyu's past wars and injuries inside the ring may have created psychological effects, including hesitation during intense exchanges. He feels those moments could become dangerous weaknesses against an experienced elite fighter like Errol Spence Jr.
You think he gonna play with Tim Tszyu? Nah, hell no. Yeah, got the two-tone guts in that bad boy. Yeah, woo-hoo-hoo, I'm trying to tell y'all, he ain't playing with no damn Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu, listen to me. Tim Still got some pop on his shots, but damn it, once I see a breaking point in a fighter, shit, that's all I need to see. And I know Spence see it too. Tim Tszyu, he got a breaking point, people. That's the problem with him, okay? He's had some traumatic experiences, not outside the ring, but inside the ring. For sure, when he got that cut on top of his head, all of that, oh man, he be having flashbacks. The headbutt or something, oh yeah, PTSD like a mug. You know, that's what I see. This is what I see with my eyes. This is what I see. I'm just letting y'all know, right? And he get in there with somebody that he far more superior than, then he look like $1 million. He flying on all cylinders. But the minute he get in there with like a Baccarat, Martazalia, he get knocked out. You know? Knocked the hell out. Spence.
Bradley also believes Spence holds important stylistic advantages going into the matchup. He points to Spence's size, southpaw stance, pressure fighting, and experience against top-level competition as major factors that could trouble Tszyu throughout the fight. Bradley pushed back against criticism surrounding Spence's inactivity, arguing that elite skill, composure, and championship experience do not simply disappear because of time away from the ring. In his view, Spence's long career against world-class opponents has built a level of toughness and adaptability that remains extremely dangerous.
He's bigger than him. Spence is willing to punch with him. Yeah, and you know that, man. Tim Tszyu don't move his damn head, nothing in the world. And he got his ass whooped by a southpaw. And Spence is what? A southpaw. Now, I know y'all gonna be like, man, well, it's a lot of inactivity, Tim. A lot of inactivity. When you elite, and you working, and you sacrificing, and you running, and you training, and you weight training, and you doing what you need to do to get ready, you know, the time don't damn matter. Because guess what? The miles are already in it. The experience is already in it. There's a lot of character in this damn car that's being restored. A lot of character in Spence. And the last time he was in the ring, he showed his character. Yeah. So, if that want to discount Spence or disqualify his abilities on just inactivity, go ahead. I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. No, I know what type of beast he is. Spence is a damn beast, a future Hall of Famer. And if you didn't know, now you do.
Many analysts believe the fight will ultimately come down to timing, experience, and the different paths both fighters have taken to reach this moment. Tim Tszyu enters the bout with momentum, consistency, and the advantage of staying active against quality opposition. Meanwhile, Errol Spence Jr. brings years of championship experience, proven elite ability, and the challenge of making a major comeback after an extended layoff.
You know, it's a good little fight for him. Man been out 3 years. Tim Tszyu been active, former world champion. You know, he ain't going to get nobody we don't know. I can't do nothing but salute him, take my hat off for him, and see how he go to work. I think he gonna be fine. He looked like he's in good shape, you know? He ain't look all out of shape. He looked like, you know, he looked good. You know, he looked mentally all there. And, I mean, them little 3 years, like I said, I told him as soon as it happened, I said, okay, he had other stuff going on, you know? Other stuff going on. That was a 5-year accumulation, a lot of stuff he did going through the rigmaroles with Bud, trying to figure out if they was gonna fight and building up his reputation and all this stuff. That was a lot. He been doing this since 2012. That was a lot, you know? So 3 years off, you know, he come in contact with life too. He come in contact with life too. It ain't just about us and what we want to do and what we want to see. He got a life. He in there, you know, so nah, he did right, and I'm glad to see it.
Both fighters also carry different pressures and expectations into the spotlight. Boxing analyst Bernie the Boxer believes Spence will still emerge victorious despite the long break from competition. He argues that Spence's fundamentals, ring IQ, and championship pedigree remain at the highest level and cannot simply disappear with inactivity. While acknowledging the dangers of ring rust, Bernie believes Spence's experience, skill, and ability to adjust under pressure will ultimately outweigh Tszyu's activity when fight night finally arrives.
I mean,
tell me, how do you see the fight playing out?
I expect him to win.
Yeah?
Yeah. I expect him to win. Expect him to win. Yes. I think Errol Spence, he can do more than what he's shown. He just don't have to. You know, I think he can do more than what he's shown. He just didn't ever have to. And I expect, like I'm saying, you know, this guy got, I mean, this guy got, he got a lot in him. I think he got a lot in him. He got a lot in him, you know. In them 3 years, he had to come back to all the stuff he had to endure. Like I say, he looked in good shape. You know, he went away. You know, he didn't come out right away. He went, and then he back now. You know, he went to get his mind together. That's tell you something about somebody.
As fight night approaches, the debate continues to divide the boxing world. One fighter enters with momentum, youth, and activity, while the other brings championship experience, elite skills, and the hunger to prove he still belongs at the top. Whether Tim Tszyu can overpower Errol Spence Jr., or Spence can silence the doubters with a legendary comeback, this showdown has all the ingredients to become one of the biggest and most dramatic fights in boxing.